Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon to each and every one of you. Welcome to the chat. My name is Iman. Lovely to have each and every one of you back on here. How you doing? Yes, how you doing? Good afternoon, my people. Good afternoon to my Niger World family across the globe. What's happening, guys? What's happening? In the comment section, I've posted the link. If you'd like to join the broadcast, please click on the link. But before you do that, please, panelists, endeavor to like the broadcast first before you get on the studio. And to every other person, hi, how you doing? It's really lovely to be back here, and it's good to have you join me on this broadcast. But please, as you come into the studio, please like the broadcast, please. Thank you. The likes lately has been very disheartening. Yes, it has been. So please do well to like the broadcast, share, invite someone onto the broadcast. Today we have, I bet we'll be learning a lot. We'll be learning a lot. Now, I'll appeal to both my panelists and people in the comment section. Because of how sensitive this topic is, we really want to be appreciating, harsh words, derogatory words. We just want to learn and see how, by our submissions, by our contributions, you see how we can move away from this thing because we are looking at how we can stop the police from killing civilians unjustly. We are looking for how to stop these bandits from causing this havoc. How we are looking for, we are looking for how to see how we can push our government to see that flood will stop killing our people. Looking at there are a lot of things killing people already here or back home. So if there's the ones that we can do, we will put our hands together and do it. If it has to do with sensitization, if it has to do with sharing ideas, if it has to do with coming together so we can reason, I believe strongly that our submissions, somebody learns something for every broadcast we have. Someone learns something. Yes. So please, when you come up or when you want to say something, be it here as one of the panelists or in the comment section, please speak with be guided in your thoughts. But and that's not to say that you shouldn't give your submission, as well as you want to, but insultive words, you know, degrading words, debasing words to people would not be accepted. I mean, it's already not accepted, especially on even on sensitive issues. There's every case is special, but even on sensitive issues, it won't be accepted. All right, welcome once again to the broadcast. Please do also like the broadcast, share, invite someone. There's a share button there. Now will be a good time to share. Come, let's all talk together. Let's reason. Regardless of your religion, your tribe, your country, whatever it is your beliefs are, just click. Come on, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Yes, let's talk about this. Good afternoon to you too, Father Evangelist, the man of God. How are you doing? Good to have you on this broadcast. I hope your day is going just fine, Father Evangelist. Thank you for being here. All right, Brother Nice. How you doing, Brother Nice?
Yeah, I'm fine. Nice to be here again with you.
Thank you,
How are
Brother
you?
Nice.
No, I don't need to ask how are you because I know you're already fine. So you don't need to
You
ask.
already know this. You already know this, but nice. But you know when I said that those people that go to sleep after the newspaper review, you know I was talking to you, right?
Yeah, I know. I was laughing.
Thank you for not going back to bed after the newspaper review. All right, brother,
I know
nice.
you were talking to me. I was just laughing.
I was talking to you. Okay, brother, nice. Oh, to those just joining the studio, welcome once again. My name is Ima, and it's good to be here, and it's good to have you here with me. Please observe all protocols on here. Do not forget to like the broadcast, share, invite, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Yes, guys, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please, thank you. And also, there is a dollar sign to the right in the comment section. It is, that's where you get to support us. Yeah. to get to support us to, to help us keep running this broadcast, because everything costs a harm and salt to run this broadcast. Yes, from lightning to everything to be here. It costs a lot. So please do well to support us. So we would always be here. Thank you very much. All right. Father Evangelist, man of God, I was going to read out this your comment, but I'll leave it. Let Mr. Naja come and read the comment himself, since that is for him. You're not saying anything to me for the evangelist. So I will just, oh, you said good afternoon, my lovely sister. Okay, that's enough. Thank you for this compliment right here. On behalf of the Niger Watch, on behalf of Mr. Niger, I'm saying thank you. And this comment is seen and appreciated. Thank you very much, sir. All right. Please, we'll begin in just a minute. I'm going to read out this. I'm going to read out just a piece of the Constitution, and my source is from Wikipedia. So if there are blunders, you guys should hold Wikipedia responsible. But yeah, it is blasphemy in Nigeria. Blasphemy in Nigeria. Wikipedia has this to say: the prohibition against blasphemy in the criminal code and the prohibition recognized by the Sharia may not be lawful because Section 38 of the Constitution entitles every Nigerian to freedom of thought, conscience, and religion. And Section 39 gives every Nigerian the right to freedom of expression. And now that is what our Constitution says about
And
freedom.
the freedom of association as well.
Okay, thank you for that, Brother Nice. And now, this is the Islam and blasphemy under the Constitution. And still, from my source is still Wikipedia. Death is mandatory in cases of blasphemy for both Muslim men and women. Safi recognizes blasphemy as a separate offense from apostasy, but accepts the repentance of blasphemers. If the blasphemer does not repent, the punishment is death. But if there is something that is a take home, maybe I do not understand it. So, but nice that those in the comment section, you could help out. I'll take it again. Now, the penalty for blasphemy: death is mandatory in cases of blasphemy for both Muslim men and women. What I think this says is the act that is being carried out is for Muslim men and Muslim women. That is to say, if your religion, if that is your religion, you're a Muslim, right, and you blaspheme against your prophet, it's said that the penalty for that is death. But there is a clause there, and that clause is if that person repents, right? If the person does not repent, then death is sure for them. And if this is understood within the context of the Islamic religion. So what is happening if these killings in the name of blasphemy, right, is being carried out even when our constitution is against it, even when our constitution is against it? So how is it that the federal government keeps mum on issues like this? I mean, it would be good for us to know what we are dealing with. And it's a good thing that it is here that this should be carried out on the Muslim men and women. So most cases are people outside. I'm saying most cases because I'd like to give credence to, I mean, let's say that they are religious enough to carry out on, regardless of, whether you're a Christian, you're a Muslim, you're a traditionalist, you're an atheist, whatever it is that, wherever it is that you find yourself religiously, this act is still being carried out. So why does the government not, use the law against the perpetrators of this act? But nice. Mr. Kingsley Chinese, I welcome you to the broadcast. But there's a link just above your comments in the comment section. If you'd like to join for us to have a robust conversation, you could just click on the link and you'll be right here with us. It's a very safe procedure. It's easy. It's an easy procedure too. Thank you and welcome to the broadcast, Mr. Kingsley. All right, brother, nice. So I just read out what our constitution says. So
Yeah.
what really
Thank,
is the problem?
yeah. Thank you. Let me just start breaking it down gradually. Because this one is a very interesting topic. First of all, you see the way, Mr. Kennedy, I greet you, sir. Welcome to the program. You are enjoying Nigeria.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Mr. Kennedy, you look so good. You look way younger. Nigeria is doing a good one on you. It's good to have you on the broadcast today, Mr. Kennedy. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm doing my
All
best
right,
to.
brother, nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, let me tell you, eh, constitution, eh, constitution is supreme, is the foundation of every institution. Do you understand? Constitution is the foundation of every institution. Any country, any nation that did not uphold constitution, that country is a chaos, is a lawless country. So that is why in any Western world, they don't play with constitution. Constitution is like their religion in a Western world. You don't break it because it's the foundation of the rules and order of the nation. Constitution is supreme more than Sharia law. Constitution is supreme more than the people. Is supreme more than the president. He is the one that gave mandate to president. You see, so I just want to break this for you to understand that constitution is above everything. Any nation that does not respect constitution, that country not supposed to be a nation. You understand? So all this Sharia law they are trying to bring into our constitution is polluting the constitution, because these Muslim people want to make the Sharia law to be above our constitution, which is impossible. It's not supposed to be done. What they call separation of power is constitution that still give power to judicial, that makes them to do their duty diligently, like all those courts, all those judges and others. They still need to follow the right rules and regulation that is in constitution. So, first of all, where our problem is coming from, I will just advise the Nigerian government to take Abuja away, our capital, presidential this thing away from Abuja, and bring it back to the southern side of Nigeria. That is where we will start. That is where we will start try to amend this problem that we are having in Nigeria. We need to take all those this thing, presidential house, that Abuja. We need to take it. We need to relocate it back from that part of that north, back to the southern part of Nigeria. Then before we will start working on that country again, to bring that country back to where it belongs. Because since they carry that this thing, capital city to that close to that north, the northern now feel that they are now the owner of Nigeria. That constitution don't matter anymore. They can do whatever they like. So if we want to repair Nigeria again, we need to take that Abuja away from that north. We need to bring it to the south again. Then all the whole ethnic group, because it's a secular country, nation, then all of us will come together and sit in round table and start deliberating on this issue. Because the way these people now take this thing, Nigeria, first of all, let me ask these people, Nigeria, is it a Muslim country? Because what I know, Nigeria is a secular country. There is nowhere that is written in Nigeria, in that country, that Nigeria is a Muslim country. That in our law now, you just read it now, there is no way there that they said when anybody blasphemed, that person need to be lynched. The person is supposed to follow the due process, what the constitution said, the law. If he has to go to prison, he will go to prison. And that one is still left for the judicial to take. It's a decision of the judge, not individual. So this Sharia law they brought into our constitution, or they are now trying to uphold that Sharia law above our constitution, is bringing a big problem in our nations. In our nation. Misima, have you been to the north before? Because I heard you said that you lived in north before.
Yeah, I served in Zamfara.
Okay. I want to just give you this. If I'm lying, just say maybe what I'm saying is not true. Do you know if you live from the south and you go to the north, you will thought you are living in Arab country or in
Oh,
a
you're right.
Muslim.
You're right.
I
Everything
said,
changes. Everything.
did you know that when I left Benin, when I start traveling, when I left Benin, I went to Kano, Kaduna, those Katsina. I was thinking I'm already in Sudan, or maybe I'm in Libya already. It does not feel like I'm still in Nigeria. Even in a hotel where you live, a hotel where I lodge, if you don't go with these people to the mosque, you will become their enemy. They'll be looking at you very strangely. And there are no people from the south side that is not a Muslim. And they hate to talk to you. There are a lot of things that I was experiencing. I was thinking that, am I still in the same Nigeria where I was born? I was asking myself questions. So that north, the law that is ruling that north is different from our constitution. It's Sharia law. These people just introduced the Sharia law they brought from of those Arab countries. That's what they are using. So,
but let me cut you right there, brother Nice. The according to the Sharia law, right? The law on Islam and blasphemy states clearly that death is mandatory in cases of blasphemy. Death is mandatory. Now, this only applies to Muslim men and women. This only applies to them. And I'm like, if we have both of this, if your Sharia law says that blasphemy is for Islamic people, right? And the Nigerian constitution says that we have freedom of speech, we have freedom of thought, conscience, religion, movement, yeah, as you said. Now, if we have all of this freedom of expression, and then you have the Sharia law that says that Sharia law, death is sorry, let me just quote them. Death is mandatory in cases of blasphemy, but to Muslim men and women. So why are they extending it to people that are not? And I dare to say most cases or some cases, people that are not of same faith with them. Usually you're supposed to just ignore, let it go, but take out that action. So if the federal government have something to work with by their own law and our own law, imagine one country or their own law and our own law. Well, I dare to say that their own law and our own law. I mean, if these things does not justify these killings, why are they not swinging into action?
okay, let me just clarify things for you now. You see that thing that the Sharia law told them to do, to implement. Normally, to our constitution, it's against our constitution. It's supposed to be a crime. Sharia law not supposed to be upheld where there is our constitution that is ruling the nation. Even in Algeria, in some Arab country, you cannot even enforce Sharia law when the constitution have already spoken. You cannot. The police will get you arrested if you are a Muslim man, and you want to force it on someone. The police, they will get you arrested. All these people that is implementing this Sharia law supposed to be arrested by Nigerian government in the first place. That Sharia law is prohibited as far as our constitution is concerned. That's what I'm trying to let you understand. These people are supposed to be, if they want to practice it, they can practice it as a Muslim in their own room. They're not supposed to show it to the public. That's the implication I'm telling you. When the constitution is ruling, when the constitution is supreme, we just need a real leader then that will uphold our constitution. You will see all this nonsense will stop. I'm telling you. I will
All
stop for
right,
here.
brother Nice. All right, brother Nice. Thank you. Thank you for your submission. Guys, welcome to the broadcast. Please endeavor to like this broadcast, share, and invite someone onto this broadcast. This is an appeal. Please like the broadcast, share, invite someone onto the broadcast. Let's get engaging in the comment section. I would like to read from you, or I would like to hear from you, whichever one, but say something on this. You might not have anyone that has been affected by this, but guys, this is Nigeria. Who knows what tomorrow says? Now, this is not me saying that it is going to happen or hope to happen. I mean, we want acts like this abolished because honestly, the way they go about this, it is very, very barbaric. It's you can't sit and watch your loved ones being killed, that were being stoned to death. Then they burn them. They burn anybody that tries to help. It's really barbaric. We need to talk about this. What is really happening? What is really, really, really happening? Why are you cutting off the lives of people in the name of, then okay, I respect your law, I respect your tradition, I respect your religion, right? But if your religion says that this act should be carried out on this group of people, why are you going out of your religion to deal with, to carry out this act? I remember the musician that was, I think they said he said something in his music, so he was sentenced to death by hanging. That's what the Sharia. And there was an outcry from, of course, from people, Nigerians, like, what did he say? Why should he be hung? Until today, the case is still in court. Good for him. Good for him because he has the money. So to say, I mean, if it was some other person, they would have dragged, they would have killed, they would have burnt everything already. But this one, surprisingly, they took him to proper courts and not the Sharia court anymore. Mr. Kennedy, good afternoon to you, sir.
Good
You're stood up.
afternoon.
All right, Mr. Van Maxwell, good afternoon. Good to have you on the broadcast.
Good afternoon, Sister Emma. God bless you. Can you hear me?
All right, Mr. Van Maxwell, welcome to the broadcast, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. I'm glad to be here.
Yes, Mr. Van Maxwell, I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. Is it my turn to go on?
All right.
It's like the system is freezing.
Yeah, Mr. Van, continue.
Okay, brother. Nice. Thank you so much. God bless you. I love your submission concerning the Sharia law. You know,
Thank you.
um, I was, when this Sharia was introduced in Nigeria for the first time, I was a quarter guard sergeant at one mechanized infantry division, Kaduna Kawu Buster. I know what we suffered when I did the Zamfara State, past Zamfara State Yerima, introduced Sharia. In fact, it was unknown to everybody and to the public as at that time that Iran, Saudi Arabia, Syria was funding him to introduce Sharia all over Nigeria. Look, for people that doesn't know, Sharia supposed to be like a penal law. Sharia is a penal law. Let me say, customary, principles that guides a particular group. But in a situation, moreover, Nigeria is a secular state. But the application and introduction of Sharia, and there are nuances that they want to introduce it all over Nigeria, across the length and breadth of this country, of Nigeria. If actually Nigeria is a secular state, why will a state governor introduce Sharia that is meant to affect those particular people in that religious sect? But today, it is affecting other individuals from different faiths. This thing was introduced when Olusegun Obasanjo was the president of Nigeria. January 2000, that is the heat of this Sharia started early, let's say the mid or towards the ending of 1999. Immediately 2000 January, during the Hamatan season, that was the time the riot started in Kaduna. My people, I will tell you here, if you were there that time, most of the people, millions of people, especially Christians, took refuge in the barracks. In 81 barrack, Rebadu cantonment, where I was staying, in my own house, I had a 3-bedroom with hall for a senior NCO, from sergeant. I had 25 people living in, including my garage. These were people that were displaced because of the introduction of Sharia. Today, like play, like Nigerians always say, the monkey has now, taken his toll into the innermost part of the market. You heard, Emma, I don't know whether you've seen that video, when a lady and his brother or husband, she was wearing jeans trouser and a Lacoste t-shirt or so, was sent back by security men in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, I think in Abuja, that she should go and dress fine, cover her head, cover her. I said, in a secular nation, drinks, alcoholic beverages are being destroyed in the north. You people didn't say anything. Nigerians did not say anything, and they continue to destroy alcoholic beverages. And in line with the Quran, whatever you call haram, you should not benefit from it. So why are you now taking taxes, benefiting from taxes and levies on alcoholic beverages? Why you destroy them in the north? Deborah was killed because of blasphemy. If I am ignorant of your principles, must you kill me? What is the central government doing about it? How many people has been prosecuted when all this problem, killings, religious killings has been taking place, especially this blasphemy? A woman was beheaded. A woman evangelist was beheaded in Abuja just because she was preaching the gospel. She was not forcing anybody. Nothing happened. I do not know whether the culprits were brought, to justice or not till today. Deborah also happened. Look at how they are playing hanky-panky with the case. So how can you live in such a... This is why I always tell our people here that when you look at the system that is practiced in the north, it's unfortunate that we have minority Christians, like they put it, over there, who are being, made to force to swallow the pills, these bitter pills, religious bitter pills. When you look at the system, the north encourages more. The caliphate encourages more, and that of the southern part of Nigeria, it can never meet. This is the reason why I told you that Nigeria will never be one. I am ignorant of your culture and your religious values, and when I make mistake on them, you sentence me to death by killing. Look at what happened when the Miss World pageant was about to take place in Abuja. What happened? They said no, it is against the Islamic religion, as if they are the only people that practices good religion and so on and so forth, if at all it is. That woman that made that comment that time, after they made so much ugly comments about the Miss World pageant in Nigeria, in Abuja, the woman said something he said, and they declare what they call fatwa, general death sentence. And it upholds on every Muslim that gets in contact with him to kill her. To kill her. That woman, that international journalist, left Nigeria by force and went back to the US. These are some of the things you are made to go through, and your authorities cannot live up to expectation and protect the interests of the other people. This is the problem you are going through in that country. And as long as these people, look, they are just testing the waters. They only introduced Sharia. People were killed. Now they form what they call Hizbah, police in the north. And this Hizbah police will not allow you to bring alcoholic beverage in their place. They will not allow you to use mannequin to display your wares. They destroy them. And you call that a secular state? And you people want to live together? As long as all these things persist, in my own opinion, I don't see Nigeria northern values, northern religious values, and the southern religious values is in a parallel line, and it will never meet. It's just like water and oil. By the time you try to emulsify them, you must add pressure, you must add other things, and you will cause a lot of damages, trying to bring these people together. Thank you, and God bless you.
All right, thank you for that, Mr. Van Maxwell. I'm sorry I had the technical issues, so I had to go off the screen and back. Thank you for holding the fort. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. To those watching, hi. I hope you're having a good time on this discussion. I know you feel like to join. The link to join the broadcast has been posted in the comment section. Should you want to partake in this conversation, please click on the link and you'll be right here. But please endeavor to do the needful by liking the broadcast, sharing the broadcast, and also inviting someone onto the broadcast. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Mr. Kennedy, good afternoon to you, sir, and welcome to the broadcast.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Eman. It's nice to be here again after such a protracted time.
Yes, Mr. Kennedy, how is your stay in Nigeria?
It's very, very splendid. I'm enjoying my stay. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Kennedy, it's good to have you back here. All right, to the issue on ground, what do you have to say?
I need a little recap, about 30 seconds.
Okay. I read out I probably should have to read that out again for you. What our constitution says about blasphemy. So the prohibition against blasphemy in the criminal code and the prohibition recognized by the Sharia may not be lawful because Section 38 of the Constitution entitles every Nigerian to freedom of thought, conscience, movement, and religion. And Section 39 gives every Nigerian the right to freedom of expression. Now, when you look at what the Sharia law says on blasphemy, it says death is mandatory in cases of blasphemy for both Muslim men and women. Now, these are the people that the death in blasphemy is concerned to or is for. Now, the question is, why are they taking it out of context? I'm reading from Wikipedia here. So now that's the topic for discussion. Why are they taking it out of context? And why do you have more of people that are not their religion or that does not share same faith with them? Why are they carrying it out on these people? The law says, the Sharia law says that death is necessary or is mandated for Muslim men and women. I mean, we are looking at cases like the Deborah, and it's worthy of discussion when you look at the manner in which these people are even being killed. For goodness' sake, it's too barbaric, and I don't think that we as Nigerians we should keep silent on it. We need to talk about these things.
Okay, thank you very much. Like I used to say, I'm not a legal practitioner, but I just have to speak from a layman's point of view. For me, I don't think Sharia is illegal. If the state has to uphold Sharia law, and if that Sharia law was passed by their state House of Assembly and assented to by the governor or the governors of those states, I think that should be their laws. But if you look at it from a legal balance, even if it's a law of the state, the Constitution of the Federal Republic, like the extent I know, says if any law in any part of the country is inconsistent with the laws of the federal government of Nigeria, that law ceases to exist. So you see, it's a very difficult balance. It's only the legal luminary that has the legal standing to talk on this issue very broadly. For those of us that are engineers, like me, I'm electrical engineer, so I wouldn't have the gravitas to dwell so much on this issue. But if you look at it very deeply, you'll find out that it's the kind of people that are unarguably implementing these laws. This Sharia has been there. Saudi Arabia operates on Sharia law. Most of these Islamic countries, they operate on Sharia laws. They are not barbaric. And most of the Christians are living there. In as far as you don't disobey their laws, these barbaric killings will not be carried on you. I think it's because of this kind of regime that we have now that is making all these things to be very prevalent in our present society. This was not there, though I have to blame Obasanjo a little bit. This Sharia law came when Obasanjo was there, and Obasanjo just said Sharia would die a natural death. But then it has not died the natural death. It's still rearing its ugly head. But anyway, if you look at the traditional councils too, in all over the country, they have the ways they implement their traditional laws on their people. It's almost the same thing. But if anybody that is accused of these traditional violations and all these Sharia violations goes to court, I think the court should be able to free or to loosen the rope that is tying these people. There are a lot of all these people that have gone to court. The law of the Federal Republic of Nigeria has protected them against Sharia law because Nigeria constitution is superior to the Sharia law. I think what we have to, look into is like this Deborah issue. Deborah was killed illegally, murdered, and where are the people that murdered her? They were not brought to justice. I think we will not dwell on those states, the legal system of that state, to have been able to handle these people that carried out those barbaric acts. It's not supposed to be so. If Sharia law is for, like I said, it's a difficult balance. If Sharia law is for a particular state or Muslims and men and women. But if the law is for that state, the law has to be binding on everybody in the state. So that's why it has a difficult balance. It's not going to be easy. I think the country has to see that. That's why we are talking about this, restructuring and drafting a new constitution that will actually meet the aims and aspirations of all Nigerians. So all Nigerians have to sit together and tell the country, the Nigeria, what they want in their constitution. So anything like Sharia law or this traditional whatever, or any particular law that is not suitable to other parts of the country should not be in the constitution. I think that is where we are getting it, mixed up. It's a very difficult balance. I think only those people that are, legally inclined that will have the legal gravitas to speak on this issue. Thank you very much.
All right, Mr. Kennedy, thank you for your submission. Yes, to you guys that are just joining us. Hi, Naomi Bella. How you doing, my dearest sister? Welcome to the broadcast. Junoche, how you doing, Junoche? Thank you. Welcome to the broadcast. All right, Mr. Goodman, lovely to have you here. Welcome back to the broadcast. Oh, Mr. Goodman, we can't hear you. Okay, Mr. Goodman, I might have to come back to you in another 5 minutes. All right. So I'll come back
Thank
to
you
you in
very
another
much,
five
Emma.
minutes. I can't hear you. Mr. Tunanja, good
Um,
afternoon, sir.
can you hear
Okay,
me?
okay, I can hear you now. All right. I hope you've been following or you want a recap. Yes, sir, I can hear you. Mr. Goodman.
Can you hear me? I'm talking. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, Mr. Goodman, I can hear you. All
It's
right.
like his system is giving him troubles. Mm.
Yeah, okay. Mr. Tunanja, good afternoon to you, sir. Welcome to the broadcast.
Yeah, good afternoon, and thank you for having me, and greetings to everyone on the panel. Um, I did hear the issue regarding the Sharia law being somewhat at odds with the Nigerian constitution. Um, if that is the case, then something needs to be done to address it, because you can't leave that kind of funny contradiction there, because it's going to lead to more significant problem in sensitive cases that will occur sometime in the country. And also, when you read about the Sharia law, that that blasphemy thing affects only Muslims, this is something I find very I don't know how to describe it, insidious in the way Muslims operating on the continent. There are so many levels they operate like this, where they will say Arab is just a culture, it's not a people, and then the next minute they're acting like a people. Arab, this in Islam is this kind of law is only for Muslims, when in reality they are killing people that are not Muslims when they do the same thing. And I think it's a wishy-washy way of them being able to explain it. That's what they call in the West plausible deniability. They can say, oh, you know what, the law wasn't meant to target non-Muslims. It's clearly stated it's for Muslims that have signed up to it. But in reality, who was killed for doing this, for saying something against them? Oh, a non-Muslims was killed. So, and the problem I have with the way Africans practice Islam is that they left Islam the way it came from to them. They didn't Africanize Islam. And if you look at most Christians, they did their best to, they moved, Christianized, Africanized some of the Christian faith. Not all of them. Many of them still worship a blonde, blue-eyed Jesus. But if you don't Africanize these things, then you don't recognize your own people anymore. And the other day I saw when when they talk about what is haram and what is not haram, I'm like, what you don't understand is that these people, they live in deserts. Their lifestyle is different. The things that they consider good are the things they don't have. And that's that they consider haram, that the things that most of them, they don't have it in their countries as much. So you that have those things in abundance, they are telling you what to eat, they are telling you what to do. And we just buy into these things. And there are so many things we allow, I find as an issue with our own people that are practicing Islam. They need to open their eyes and understand that religion is also politics. They are giving religion too much power to influence their countries. Like, somebody mentioned that Iran was funding some of these groups, and Saudi Arabia, they fund them all the time, and they fund them to maintain a grip over the control over these people, and they don't even know that. They can't even see their own brother. They kill their own sister without knowing it, because they think they are obeying the rules of their God. What God? Before these people were created, we existed here. Before they were even created, the first Arab man was created outside Africa. We were already here. And you are killing your own fellow Nigerian, because you think that they said something against a God, that you have to speak their language when you are reading the Quran, that you have to follow their practices when you read the Quran, and you judge your own people harshly because of it. I don't understand that mindset. And I think that is something, if you want to deal with this problem, we have to go to the core. The core is that these people have not Africanized their religion, and they need to do that if they want to be able to practice it in a peaceful manner in the context of this in Nigeria. Because it's going to cause problems. Sooner or later, you're going to see a kind of a clash. And the clash is already happening. I talked about how they have a higher birth rate than the South. And this is a problem that is building. These laws, he said, the Obasanjo said it's going to die. No, it won't die. It will keep building, because that is how they roll. They never go back. And they erode everything on their part when they are this thing Islam comes in anywhere. They go out of their way to be destroying any remnant of other people's cultures. You know, if you look at Baghdad, they were still destroying the statues of Babylon, and in Afghanistan, they were still destroying the statues of Buddha. They don't leave anything standing of the cultures that the people have. They erode it completely. And then because of that, over time, your people don't even recognize who they are anymore. And that's what they've done to northern Nigerians. And if we want to deal with it, we need to remind them of who they truly are, and also remind them of their condition. Because these people face Mecca every day, 5 times a day to pray. Look at how Mecca is doing and look at how they are. That doesn't sound like a fair exchange. Your forefathers will be rolling in their graves when they see some of the things our people are doing to themselves. They will just go about hating each other, putting laws and saying that the laws are for only the people that are practicing those things, but yet you're attacking your own fellow human beings. And they laugh about how they're having more children than us, that they are going to inherit the country. I saw when I said that, some people thought it was controversial until somebody showed it on Adiola's channel, that they were bragging about it, how they are having more children than us. And the reason why they are doing that, because they don't see us as the same people. They are going to do that because they believe they are Muslim, they are different. But they are not different. They're just suffering like every one of us. And we have to relate to them on that level. When we keep just pointing fingers saying, oh, you are bad, we are good, it's not going to solve anything. We have to remind them that we are all in this mess together. You know, we don't pretend that Islam is doing you any good, because the people that created it, they are doing way better than you. We are the ones suffering, and we've forgotten our bloodline, we've forgotten our inheritance, and we just give our power away. And we are quite unique as a people on this earth that have done that. We are quite unique. There's no group. People, when they took Christianity, they turned it to their own. They make their Jesus blue eye. They turned it to their own. As a matter of fact, they turned against the people that created Christianity. They accused the Jews of killing Jesus. Because of that, they persecuted the Jews. But why we internalize everything and think that they are gods, while we are the Satan, our own forefathers, everything they left, they are the bad things. We forget that even these people, they learned everything from us. Egypt, where did Moses come from? Was it not Egypt? Where did Jesus Christ go when he was born? Was it not Egypt? Muhammad, even most of these people were most of all the world religions that they are following right now, most of them are tied to Africa. And who gave Egypt what they had? The Egyptians will tell you themselves that it came from inside Africa here. Something they got from us. Now we have forgotten it all, and we are serving them instead. Killing each other, hating each other for what? Some of the things Maxwell said is coming from the frustration that he sees on the ground. He is, as a soldier, he saw it himself. If you see that these people are operating like this, what are you supposed to do? You are looking at what is in front of you, and you have to respond accordingly. But for someone like me, I see it beyond that. I go, from where we started from. Because these things that we are doing is not ours. I'm not personally hooked to their religion. I'm not personally hooked to Christianity. I'm not going to die for another man's religion. God forbid. Kill my own fellow black man for another man's religion. Never will I do that. And that is the line we need to start drawing. That these things, if you want to practice it at all, Africanize it. Make it yours. Because you can't free yourself from those people that want to oppress us if you are busy worshiping them as gods. If you are busy seeing their language as the language of angels. How are you going to free yourself from their control? We will never be free if we keep worshiping other people's gods as superior, as divine. You can't do that. So that's my submission on that one. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Tunaja, before I give to Mr. Van Maxwell that wants to say something, but I'm not sure how many times I read in the news that, this particular religion in another country did such act. I don't see it every day in the news. I don't. So I don't know wherever they got it from. Are they not following the template of what they got? Is this did they choose to internalize their own? These are the questions that I'm asking. I don't know if anyone has ever been in a place where religious crisis broke out. If there's anyone
Missima,
here who has experienced it, I'd like for you to
Missima,
share
I
that.
have something to say. I have something to say,
Okay,
brother.
nice.
Yeah. I just want to reply Mr. Kennedy and Mr. Tunaja for what they just said now. Mr. Kennedy said this religion that the way they implement it in the north of this lynching and all that, they don't do it in all those Arab countries where they brought it from. Those Arab countries, they are still implementing it. It's even worse than the one they do in the north. Go and check Saudi Arabia, where when a woman look at other man, they will say is a sin. They will say is a sin. Because of that, they can even cut the woman. They will just cut her head off with a sword.
That's
There's
true.
a lot of cases like that. So, Mr. Tunaja, you said the Egyptians, they came from South Africa. That one is a pure lie. I counter that. All human beings that exist on earth.
Sorry, I said southern part of Egypt, from the Kush distant area, and those Kush people, where are they from? They are also from the hinterland of Africa. That's my point, is that Egypt was an African civilization. They were African looking. They were not looking the other way into the Mediterranean.
You are speaking as a philosopher. You understand? But me, I'm speaking from the word of God, from the Bible. You understand? So maybe you might choose anyone you want. But what I'm trying to tell you, every man that lives on this earth, wherever you find them, God placed them there. God created everybody and placed them wherever they belong. So that is their land. They did not come from anywhere. So all those ones that scientists are telling us that human being come from monkey is a lie. If you want to know the true story, you read Genesis. That's the beginning of creation. So don't deceive yourself.
All right, brother. Nice. Thank you for that, Mr. Van Maxwell.
Yes. Thank you, Sister Emma. I would like to tell my brother to Niger that I have been to Saudi Arabia. I followed my principal, former CNC, to Saudi Arabia, and I've been frequenting to Saudi Arabia. I did my counterterrorism course in Libya for 1 year. I stayed in Libya as well, Benghazi Barracks. That was where I stayed. I've been to so many places where they practice pure Islamic laws. What is obtainable in Nigeria is not what is obtainable in these places that I've been to. Nigeria is not dominated by one religion. Nigeria is a secular state. Nigeria is not an Islamic or a Christian state. It recognizes all these other religions, including the traditional, religion and the rest of them. So where I have issue is a group of people waking up to introduce and impose their own religious system on others. And if you refuse to obey them, you are killed. And the government is not doing anything about it. This is where I have problem. My camera is on. I lived in the north for 18 years, and I've been to so many, Muslim-dominated countries. They have their own rules. When you go there, like in Qatar, when I was in Qatar, you don't drink beer you buy it, put it into your boot, take it to your house and drink it in Qatar. That is their rule. It is an Islamic dominated area. Unlike Nigeria, my people, for an individual or group of people to impose their own system of religion on other people, as we speak today, there are 12 northern states that are practicing full Sharia, and there are Christians in those states. What is the interest of those Christians and the traditionalists in those areas? That is the reason why you have Deborah killed, because they are in the majority in those areas. These are practical. What you see on paper is what you see on paper. But when you go deep there on the ground, you see what is going on in there. And these people that are destroying beer, alcoholic beverages, go there and see them how they drink alcoholic beverages. I am not a new person to that area. I speak very well and I understand their system. For me, I believe in let and let live. You don't have the authority to impose your religion, your ethnicity on other people. That is what I abhor. I reject it. The reason why I always tell people that we are not having problem in Ghana today is Islam is in a minute, population. And the day they rise to at least 40% of Ghanaian population, you see they will begin to impose their religious, principles on other people. And if you refuse, there are other countries that have interest on what they are doing that want to take over and begin to spread their religion. So that is not what Christians speak about. The Christian I worship, I am a member is, you preach the gospel. If you like, take. If you don't like, I don't have no right to force you or devise a means to intimidate and to kill you. That is what I abhor. Nigeria, the type of Islamic laws that is practiced in the north is not what is obtainable in most places. If you look at Saudi Arabia today, before you don't have women drivers in Saudi Arabia, but today they are having women drivers. In those days, you cannot ride in the same bus or the same car. They are now liberalizing themselves. But while in Nigeria, the extremism is ongoing, the fanaticism is ongoing, the fundamentalism of Islam, that religion, is ongoing. And this is where Nigeria is not a place such things should be happen or allowed or encouraged, to happen, because Nigeria is a secular state. What will happen if the South, if the Christians say begin to implement their own Christian law? What will happen? This is where I told you that the principle and the fundamentals of South and North is in a parallel line. No matter how you speak about it, no matter how you embellish it, it's like a tomb that is well decorated with beautiful and expensive marbles, but right inside there is a rotting carcass. Thank you, man.
Can I say something? I think that line we draw, if it favors the people that want to keep us, misinformed and weak. Actually, we have to break that line, because this Islamic extremism, they are just as brainwashing as some of the things we believe in the South too. Because there are some traditional laws that are upheld in the South, but it's not as pervasive as from what I've heard in the North. And they have the way I look at it is that we have to honestly talk to each other, because this thing where we say there is a line here, there is a line there, is not going to get us anywhere. There's the only line I see is the line about our whole people. If you are in a family and we keep drawing lines, between daughters of this parent and uncle, you're going to have a lot of problems. But the moment families work together, that's when you are going to see progress in that family. The way I look at it, if we start talking to each other, start understanding where each other is coming from, you'll be surprised. Many of them say some of the things you are saying. Some of them know. I've had a Fulani guy acknowledge the control that the Fulani have over the Hausas, and why some of the Hausas have inferiority complex and thinking that the Fulanis are beautiful, and all kinds of things that have come from outside, that we have ascribed beauty to traits that are not of that of our forefathers. How that happened was through some of all this brainwashing that has happened. That's why I was happy to hear that Nigeria banned foreign models, because these are the kind of things we need to start unlearning. We've taken on so many things, and we don't even realize that we are our own people. We have our own features, we have our own ways, and that's how we are here today. And we were not here because we were slouching. We're here, we dominated the continent. There is a reason why we did. Because we're not just lying around and letting everybody just run roughshod over us. Suddenly, when these religions came in, that's when Africans started going down. Because the moment you see Mali Kingdom adopted it, we had the what is his name? The so-called richest man decided to go on Hajj, displaying gold upon gold upon gold. Mansa Musa displaying gold upon gold, showing all our wealth. And guess what? That was just 14 something, isn't it? Not long after that, that is the fall of Africa. That man, that money that he spent, he could have used it to raise an army and take over the whole North Africa completely, and nobody would be. That's today we will not be where we are now. But we were. I don't know what happens to us while we went to sleep, and then not only went to sleep, we didn't even quietly go to sleep. We tell everybody, see our money. We have so much. Look at us. We are just dying. We don't know what to do with money. You know, we invited them in, and they came in and they took everything now. And then brainwashed us, gave us their religion, and took our wealth away. They gave us hate and took our our unity away. This is the kind of stuff we have to unlearn and start healing this rift that's happened for 500 years. It's been there. We don't realize that the game has moved on since they came the first time. The game then was tribal. Now it's racial. It's no longer tribal. They are united on a racial level now. There's a reason why you don't go around the world and see black countries doing so well like European countries. Because it's on a racial level that they all operate now. If Asians start doing well, the moment the Chinese started doing well, you see that the Asian countries started blossoming. That's how it works. If one African country does well, like Nigeria starts doing very well, you see that African countries will start doing well too. Our weakness, our division is what is keeping us here. And this line that we are drawing amongst ourselves is not going to get us anywhere. We have to remind them whom they truly are. Get beyond that and at least have them moderate their religion to accommodate their fellow Africans. Because if we start fighting each other, it's not going to get us anywhere. You remind them that religion that you're worshiping, the same God didn't tell you that those people are any more divine than you. If they are more divine than you, then how come you existed here before them? How come your forefathers are here? Even if it comes to the wars, you tell them that, you know what, look at them. Look at how they are enjoying. Ask them to give you the money that they are enjoying. Ask them to share their lifestyle with you. Is it not Islam? We are all families now. Why are you people the ones suffering? Your children can't even go to school. You are living in abject poverty. Some of you barely have homes. Sorry, go ahead.
Thank you, Pansat. I will not say much here, but when I would like you, if possible, reach me on WhatsApp line, or I don't know how you are going to I will give you my number here. There are quotations upon quotations that I will give you that are, when I tell you something here, I have verified them, I have read them, I have stayed with them, and I will give you quotations that warrants them. That the reason why I tell you that no matter how you tell them, no matter how you teach them, that principle is there. They are following that holy book, as they call it. And no matter what you say, we change that. That holy book is what I'm going to say. Do you know that tekia, that is deceit, is accepted in the Quran? I will tell you, I will give you some quotations so that you will see what I'm talking about, sir. Thank you.
Sorry, what is takia?
Takia is deceit.
What is deceit?
Pretentious.
Okay.
If I am a Muslim and I am in a situation where I cannot fight for myself, the Quran orders me to to adopt what is called taqiyya until I am able to defend myself. It is there. I will send you all the quotations if I can get this in. It is all there.
I've spoken to quite a few East African Muslims.
Sorry, Mr.
Sorry,
Tunanja.
okay.
Sorry, Mr. Tunanja. Mr. Vine, you could drop your details for him, or you drop his, however way you guys want to relate. But the private chat is there for in-house dealings like this. So you could drop your details in the private chat, and I'm sure he's going to see it. Should you want to continue with that? All right, Mr. Tunaja, please finish.
Yeah, thank you. I've spoken to a few East Africans about this religion because what you tend to see with Muslims is that because they are so passionate about their religion, they are often when they want to share every time they always want to share, talk about how good their religion is. This is how they are better than yours. And I keep telling them, you shouldn't be doing this because in reality, you're just like everyone else. I was in a conversation with one of them. The guy was, talking about a blonde hair, blue eyed Jesus. These Kenyans were saying that they had a blonde hair, blue eyed Jesus in their house, and he chucked that picture out that why should they have it in their house? And this Muslim was like, oh, yeah, we don't do that. We don't worship pictures. We don't worship idols. I was like, but you do, though. Yeah, 5 times a day, you're kneeling down to Mecca every day. And, some of all these things, it's because they don't understand that when you have been brainwashed by religion, you don't see the things you do that is just like every other people. You think yours is special. And when I said that, oh my God, the person in their head almost exploded. And because of that, anytime they bring this sort of stuff with me, and I keep calling them out on some of the things that they do, like they will sometimes say, oh, West Africans eat dog. You shouldn't do that. It's haram. It's this. It's that. I'm like, yeah, you live in the desert. You want to come and tell us what to eat. Every day when they show Africans starving, it's your people that they show, and you come and tell us what to eat. The Chinese ate everything under the sun. It doesn't do them any harm. And you people want to tell us what to eat. And until our people start realizing that our own way, there is nothing wrong with it. There is nothing wrong with it. These people that are telling you what to do, they are laughing at you because they know they don't have what you have. They know they don't, and even one of them he started laughing. He said, oh my God, that makes sense actually. We don't have all those things that we are telling you what they should eat. Or like if you go to Nigeria now, the people that are eating some of all these things you're talking about, it's just a small clan that will do it, even within a town. And you try to paint West Africans or Niger Congo people as some kind of barbarians and all the rest. They do that kind of stuff all the time. And when they do this stuff, our people internalize it. We accept it, that it's okay. Our ways are bad. Our forefathers are evil. No, we are not. And until we start knowing that is why I say if the Northerners start understanding that, if I had the resources, I would be sensitizing people to these facts. This is not even a made-up thing. It's a fact of life. If our people start understanding that their own way, there's nothing wrong with them. If you want to practice Islam because you like their rules and all the rest, then Africanize it. Because then if you pretend as if this is not, you're not handing up political power over to another group, it's falsehood. We all know it. Every time you have to travel to Hajj, give them, put money down there, worship, read in their language, everything you do is to serve their own interests. It's so clear. It has done us so much damage because we are divided because of it. We have to wake our people up to their own true self, to their own true nature, so that they know what their inheritance is. They have to wake up. If they don't wake up, this is not going to end. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Tunaja, thank you for that. Mr. Van Maxwell, thank you also for that. And you, Jonoche, thank you. Thank you, Jonoche. I don't know if to say Mr. or Madam, but thank you very much, Jonoche, for this donation. And thank you for the footnotes. Thank you. If you're just joining us, welcome to this broadcast. Yes, I see a lot of people that are just joining us. Jacob D. I didn't see you this morning, Jacob Day, but how are you? Good to have you on the broadcast. Thank you for being here. To Niger, it's been a long, sorry, no, not to Niger. To NG, it's been a long time. How you doing? Good to have you on the broadcast. Welcome to the broadcast. Gerald Oba, hi, welcome to the broadcast. Mr. Mark Irabo, good afternoon, sir. How's your day going? Thank you for being here. All right, Mr. Goodman, let's have a go at it again.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Mr. Goodman?
Can you hear me now?
All right, Mr. Goodman. Good afternoon and welcome to the broadcast.
Yeah, thank you very much, Emma. In my own submission is,
Yes,
I
Mr.
think,
Goodman.
Mr.
I
Chinanja,
can hear you.
Mr. Chinanja, I think you are the one that needs to wake up, because all this this thing you are trying to preach, that we need to talk to our northern Muslim, talk to them to change. Religion is here and is here to stay, and there's nothing we can do about it. But how we manage it is what we are talking about. Look, these people, you cannot talk them out of practicing their religion. That's just the truth. A northern Muslim, we prefer any day, anytime, we prefer an Islamic state to a secular state. Any day, anytime. There's no amount of talk you got to talk to them. Why are coming? I don't know if any of you have watched this documentary in the US that they interviewed all these Somalian guys, all these guys from Africa, northern Muslims that took refuge in America, that's flee Somalia and went to US, and they took them in. They stayed in US for so many years now. They've blended. They won't speak like Americans now. They were interviewing them about they stay in America. They asked them if they prefer America, as America is a free country that you can do whatever you like. They said yes, they like it. So then I asked them, which do you prefer? Do you prefer this America that you are free to do what you like, or you prefer your Islamic state? They said they prefer Islamic state to America. America that gave them everything they want, everything they are enjoying. Still, they say no. They like this. They now ask them, will you prefer to go back to Somalia to face Islamic laws? They say yes. Say they wish America can just change their laws to Islamic laws. So this, there's nothing you can do. You're telling us Southern Nigeria to talk to them. We talk to them, they kill you, continue killing us. I say we should fire. They are suffering the same suffering. No. Religion has come to stay. There's nothing we can do. We just need to wake up to reality. It's there and it's there. It's not going to go back. These people, they prefer an Islamic Nigeria to a secular Nigeria. They hate you Christians with passion. Forget all this takia. According to Vin, all they are doing now is just takia, pretending like they like you. They hate you. That's why any slightest opportunity, they'll kill you. So this is what they're playing the Nigerians, but just takia.
Please,
they think they love you as a Christian.
Mr. Goodman, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Mr. Goodman.
Yes.
So this is like the third time I'll be hearing about this take care, right? You mind to explain to myself and other people who don't know what this means?
Yes, this take care is like pretending, like deceiving. Probably, let me just give an example now. Let me just use Tinubu. Let me just Tinubu now and Buhari now. Buhari might be pretending like he's supporting Tinubu. They come out to the public, I'm an APC candidate. I love Tinubu. We are some kind of Muslim here. But no, at the back, you go at the back of Tinubu during their meeting as a proper ambi. Just what they come to the front is just to deceive Tinubu that he loves him. Yeah, they are in one party. They are all, but at the back, they're just waiting for the opportunity that they will deal with Tinubu. That's what they're waiting for. So that's what is mean by Takia. Come in the front and pretend like all is well. But behind you, they are doing something different. That's what Takia means. And this is what they are playing with Nigeria. And that's why they played us so many years and we are just sleeping. And now they've grabbed all the position they want to grab in Nigeria. They play us for so many years. With this Takia, we think we are one. They make us believe that we are one. Now they've taken out a sensitive position. Now, what we are doing, we are now fighting like we want to take it back, which is going to be very, 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 very difficult to take it back because they've achieved that thing they've pretend for so many years to achieve. So that is it. So we are telling that we are trying to talk to them. We cannot talk to them into living their religion. Sharia, it's not possible. Before they prefer to them, if they find way to convert everybody in Nigeria, they will do it. And this is the plan they're having now. What is killing, taking people's ancestral home? This is the part of it. They prefer to convert you than you to convert them. You cannot convert them. They will convert you by force, by fire, by force. They will do it with gun and bullet. What is happening in Afghanistan now? If it happens in Nigeria, what can we do? If they come take over the government, what can we do? If you don't abide to the Sharia, they kill you. So you don't have choice. You have to abide to the rules. This is what they are doing. This is what they call takia. They pretend like we are one, but they are planning something behind our back. They are planning something. And we are seeing it. We are seeing it in front of us now. What is going on? The killings and everything. Look at the poor girl they just killed, and we are here talking. This is part of the Sharia. I mean, there's nothing. So to Nigeria, you need to wake up. Telling us a European do this, European. It's not. The religion has come and it has come to stay. Unfortunately, we have Christians, we have Muslims. So we need to live with it. And if we cannot live together with them, we need to find a way to separate peacefully and let them go. Practice their Sharia. I'm not against their Sharia, but don't do it. Somebody that is not a Muslim, don't kill them because they ignorantly go against your religion. You can do it among yourself. We don't care. If you can do it among yourself, you Muslim brothers and sisters, we don't care. But don't kill a Christian because you say she's faulty or something. I mean, we're against that. That's why I blame our Christian brothers. All this can association in Nigeria and all these southern leaders. And they kept quiet. This guy death just go in vain. If not for that pastor that took the family now to Port Harcourt, that family will just be there. They will just be they've run away from their ancestral home because of Sharia. And we are here talking, we want to talk to them, we want to do this. We cannot talk to them. We need to wake up and stand up and fight. This is how it is. Christianity, we are just too, I don't know. In short, the Christianity is even the world because they brainwash us more than they brainwash those people. So they brainwash us to just be docile. Even the people that give us Christianity, they fight to protect their land, to protect their religion. But we don't fight. We say, let God take control. They slap you here. We want to give them the right cheek to slap. We should wake up as Christians in Nigeria and fight these people. That's my take, Emma. Please. We cannot talk them. We cannot talk them out of it. They prefer it. They prefer Sharia. Thank you, everybody. That's my submission.
Onoche wanted to say something, or should I just respond?
I wanted to say something here, if Emma will permit me. I beg you.
Mr. Kennedy is here. He has not said anything. Miss Emma, you don't forget.
Emma, you are muted.
Am I to go on?
Yeah, I wanted to say something. I wanted to say something to Brother Goodman.
Wait, sir. There's somebody that is not talking here for long. Mr. Kennedy.
Okay. Emma, you are muted.
I had Onoche.
Hello, Mr. Kennedy.
Onoche, you can go ahead if you wanted to say something.
Okay.
Mr. Kennedy, you wanted to...
The last man that said something about Christianity, I said I supported him one way. Christianity made us converted we all into mumu. That's why Islam will ride on us. Islam will match your leg and you will tell him sorry. Not him that step on your toe. You will tell him sorry. They closed us in one angle. We can't even make any move. They tried it here in London. British bad boys dealt with them. They tried it here in London. They dealt with them. How can you from all the way from Saudi Arabia come here to introduce Sharia? You know, your religion, practice it in your own space. You see, but in case of Nigeria, they have no right to do it because in their state, they destroy our people's wine, drinks, beer parlor, hotels. Then they come with their cow, destroy our farm. We still kept quiet. Are we stupid? The problem of Nigeria, southern Nigeria, is Igbo and Yoruba. I blame two of them. They're the big fools that made us what we are today. Because North is not bigger than South. How can those who are slightly educated come to South, take a whole region to rule us? While we need to consolidate South, and we only need Benue to rule in perpetuity in Nigeria. There's 19 states south, 17 states north. They took Kwara and the Kogi as north. Where in Kwara, we have Yoruba there. In Kogi, we have Igbos in Kogi also, Yoruba and the Hausa. Why would those people who are less prepared, who wanted independence, they say they're not ready? No, they're not. They even wanted to go. I remember Araba. They started secession, Araba, Northerners. Bamaso won Nigeria. Bamaso won Nigeria. Then that was the language. These people will remember. These people, you won't know because you are young. So I know, you know. So with that, they have or little or no education. They were able to play us because of Yoruba and the Igbo, two bastards. I am an Igbo man, but I will say it's our fault. We are bastards.
Mr. Onoche, Mr. Onoche, please.
I am. I said we.
No, even you're not allowed. You're not allowed to use such word on yourself over here. So please, you have to say something.
At times, out of anger, something will come out. I'm sorry. I apologize. However, if Yoruba and Igbo can sit up, nothing else will never do in Nigeria again forever. Because we are more than them. They keep on telling us lies. Good to know. I've been there. I went there last 1994. When this man did coup, Gideon Oka. I saw him, no, not Gideon Oka, who did the coup? Murtala Mohammed school. Dimka. I swear never to go there again till I die. And I've not been there. Get it? So they are not more than us. Not you will go miles and miles, you will not see anybody. You see 5 thatched houses, 5 huts. Is that the population? That's no population. We are weak in the south. We are very, very weak. And we're not even supposed to be in the same nation because those people they kill for honor. How can you kill your daughter because of pride? You want to force her to marry the person she doesn't like. They tried it here and they jailed them. They did it in US, they did it in Italy. They're doing it here. The reason why Islam is strong is because they are afraid of the consequences. Because I have Muslim friends who take beer, they do everything. If you go, are you not a Muslim? They say, I don't care. It's just they are afraid of their religion because of the repercussion that comes after them. You see? So that's my take. Even Yoruba should sit up and if you want one Nigeria, I support Biafra. If Biafra go, I'll be the happiest person. I'm telling you. Because I know we will be happy in our space and do whatever we want to do.
Well, let's see. Let's see, Mr. Onoche. Thank you for your submission. Mr. Van Maxwell, in 1 minute, please.
Thank you, Auntie Emma. Look, if I don't get the quotation very well, because it's been a long time. I had so many times reciting and reading the Quran as well. There is a place they call the Quran, chapter 38 or 39, verse 28 or 29. If I don't get the quotation very well here, just type what I'm going to read out now on the Google and they will take you straight to where you will find it in Quran. They said, Muhammad is the prophet of Allah. And mark this words that I'm going to put out here right now. Muhammad is the prophet of Allah. His followers must be firm. Mark that word, firm, to unbelievers. Who are the unbelievers? And be compassionate to one another. Muhammad is the prophet of Allah. His followers, mark these words, must be firm on unbelievers, and be compassionate to one another. You can check it out. And this is the reason why. This is the fundamental principle that established Islam. That is the fundamental principle that established Islam. So you can never talk them out into what you want them to be. So thank you, Emma.
Can I say something? I think that is a false listing. The reason why I think it's not accurate when you let them understand that is because, like the Songhai, after the fall of the Mali Empire, the Songhai Empire was a Muslim empire. Guess what? Without any provocation, without anything, the Moroccan which is also another Moroccan Islamic nation, attacked another Islamic nation. This is something that they all know. It's not supposed to happen based on its religion. But they did. They destroyed the Songhai Empire. And it tells you that this thing has nothing to do with this thing. They don't follow the religion when it comes to enforcing in terms of political and this thing's power, direct power. They use religion as a way to deceive us. And if you don't wake them up to this, that is what we are missing. If you look at history, they will tell you it's religion, but it's not. Religion don't have anything to do with anything. They will invade you. They will conquer you, then they will make you follow their own religion, and that same religion, if that another country is stronger and the same religion, they will still fight each other. The Europeans, when they fought each other in the First and Second World War, were they not all Christians? Christians were burning each other left and right. This world is governed by resources. People want resources and they want to fight for it. Religion is just a way of hiding all the stuff. And what the Arabs did with that thing that makes it very, very insidious is that when people believe it, they forget that aspect of the equation. They forget it. And that's why the Arab elite in the Saudi Arabia is enjoying today. Obviously, they have oil, so that helps. That's why they're enjoying today. And the people that they are busy following them to the death are the ones suffering. And they tell them that they will get 72, whatever they call them, when they get to heaven and all the rest of it. I just feel like when you remind people of the fundamentals, that is how you get to the truth. Because you can't just say, oh, because they say brainwash them, they are gone, they are gone, they are gone. That's it, no hope, no hope. Anything that can be learned can also be unlearned. We just have to start from somewhere, because when we keep saying, there's nothing that can be done, then we are done for. That's the situation you're asking for is where we were 500 years ago. There is no difference. We'll just be fighting each other, headless chicken, what other people are going to the moon. We have to, you have to find solutions. Maybe my solution is not the perfect one, but find a solution that rises above, that can solve that problem. Because we have to get out of this rut, because other people are moving a lot further than us. And the further they are away from us, the less relevant we become. And if you are less relevant, they can do away with you. That is what I consider a serious security threat. We have to understand that we have to confront this thing. We can't just say, let's go back to 500 years ago. It's not going to solve the problem. So find another solution.
All right, Mr. Tunaija, thank you for that. Mr. Onoche,
yeah, can I say something, please?
Yes, Mr. Onoche.
I think we have not been able to understand the Islamic religion well. You know why? Because every malam or imam teaches the way he understood, and he may convey the wrong information to the poor boys. Because when they are being trained, when they are being taught the what they call it, Quran, they torture these small boys. They were well tortured. That is well tortured. I've seen documentary once how they beat hell out of them. The way Chinese beat the acrobats to perform well. Islam beat more than that for them to memorize the Quran in their head. You see, so what your malam, malam is the teacher of Al-Majidism. Whatever he taught is what you know. Outside that, you don't know anything. I think that contributes a lot to them being very, very violent. I think so. Yeah, I don't know if I'm right.
All right. Okay, this is there's somebody here. Daniel Alex says everybody in Nigeria is angry. I don't know where you're coming from, Daniel, but I mean, for us,
even in Saudi Arabia, they are angry because I've watched documentaries where many of their girls try to run away. They want to run away. You go to YouTube, you will see it there. Even billionaires' children want, because they want freedom. They don't want to remain in that religion forever. They want to run away. A lot of them tried to escape, and some of them were caught. Many succeeded. If you go to YouTube, you will see it there. No religion is perfect, but Islam, they are too violent.
Well, okay. I think the submission that we're trying to get from this broadcast today is, how do we live together? Because honestly, right, in as much as I know that I'm here for your submission, if we are going to be together as one Nigeria, you can't keep killing us. You can't keep killing people outside, even people of your faith. Come on, you guys can't just keep killing because somebody said something derogatory or debasing that you find offensive. Where's the human rights in all of this? Why not walk away? If I am a person and you make me feel some type of way about my religion, nothing keeps us anymore. If we are neighbors, I mean, if I cannot move out of the apartments, I don't have you as a friend. I don't be in that place where we have to have conversations. I mean, this is 2022. You can't be stoning people to death. It is barbaric and it completely makes
you
you
know
guys
when
should try and look at the
sorry,
picture from the side.
Emma, sorry. Do you know when he's
And
gone in Saudi Arabia? You know what they do the killings after church, after Friday mosque. The boya, you know what those they call boya? Those heavy men who come with their sword, cover their face, and chop off head of those to be killed. During the day, the crowd will be there. Search for it in BBC documentary, you see it there. You know, then if they will stone someone to death in the public, after church, after mosque, everybody, that's why they are all afraid of that their religion. They will not like to go out because I will end up like this. They are intimidated. If not, a lot will disappear. They don't care. They don't care. Look at one is in England there. What the wife of Sheikh, of Dubai. He's here. She's here. God, well, that is with the best security guard because they're afraid the husband may come here and finish her. You see, with all the benefit there, all the wealth, he still choose to come to London and stay. As our president wife is living in Dubai, living as a rock for cockroach and the rat. So that religion is deadly. It's dangerous. To me, I will never live in Nigeria. I will never live in Abuja. Give me a house there for free. I will not take before God and man. I prefer this my London, nice and safe. I move out when I like, come back when I like. I don't know danger.
Mr. Onoche, so what happens to all that are here in Nigeria?
I'm very, very sorry. My sisters
Please.
are there. My sisters are there. And their kids. I'm sorry. I always tell them, here, nice and safe. If you ask me money, I send you money. But tell me to come to Nigeria now. No way. It means you don't like me. You hate me.
All right, Mr. Onoche, thank you for your submission. Hi, shout out to Foodies. Hi, Foodies. It's good to have you on this broadcast. Naomi Bella, thank you. Henry Gabriel, how you doing? Tonight, 2NG, what's up, 2NG? What's up? Hi. Biafra, it's good to have you. Daniel Alex, it's good to have you here. Jacob D, hi, Jacob D. Really good to have you. Jonoche, thank you for the donation. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you very much. I also have Gerald Obawan. Thank you for being here, Gerald Obawan. Mr. Maki Rabo, I hope your day is going just well at the office. Merrick Imade, good afternoon to you too, and thank you for being here. Bella, Naomi, sis, have fun now. You've been very scarce. So what is taking your time? Okay, I hope you're well. Mommy Diaspora, dearest Mama, thank you for being here. Vine Maxwell, thank you very much. Kingsley Chinedu, I hope you are still on the broadcast. Thank you for being here. Father Evangelist, man of God, a big salute to you, sir, and thank you for being here. Oh, hi, Michael Okere. How you doing? Good to have you here. Thank you. Let me take this comment from Henry Gabriel. I say some Muslims will say their religion is peaceful, but why are they fighting for their God? Why are they forcing people to follow their religion? Okay, that's Henry Gabriel's submission. All right, brother Nice. With all of this submission that has been gathered thus far, how do you think that we can? I don't know. At this point, nobody is saying anything about the government has to.
Sorry, Emmy, hold on. That girl that was killed in her school, and the colleagues, the classmates didn't know the people that killed her. Come on. Are we stupid? We're not stupid now. This is to show you the people you want to stay in the same nation with. They should stay on their desolate area, and we will stay in our own desolate area. That's it. Let them stay in their house, we stay in our house. If we want cow, say supply me cow. If they want cow, say nothing, supply them car. Story end. We meet in West Africa conference. Friends, neighbors, finish. To stay together in one nation. It's not good. It will never work. They keep saying Obi. Yes, I say Obi. Okay. My mama vote for Obi. My sister vote for Obi. But the problem will get worse. Because those people, they are hot temper. Not like us. I can say Jesus go to hell. Nothing will happen. Say Muhammad go to hell. You're a dead man. You're a dead man instantly. Then you want to live with such people? No way. Even in Italy, the home of church, there we insult God every second. The home in Vatican City, we insult God every second. No, they only look at you and frown their face. In Nigeria, you'll be killed instantly. So here is freedom. It's your faith. God will handle you when you go to meet God, and not them. They have no right to condemn you.
All right, Mr. Onoche, thank you for your submission. Brother Nice, welcome back to the studio, Brother Nice. So
Yeah,
with all of this submission so far, how do you think that we can have a Nigeria where we don't have to report or see incidents like that? I was really hoping that we could have maybe one or two persons from that religion to come and enlighten us, because this is not to castigate, this is not to call out, this is for us to have a roundtable discussion and see how we can move from such acts. I can't imagine my blood sister or brother in such situation, and that video is there on the internet, and of course every time I have to go watch how this person was killed, it's really painful. Like someone gave details of how of how she was killed. I never got to watch it or even got to know how that happened. It is too gruesome, so how do we talk to these people? Is there a way out of this? Do you think there's a way out of this? And if you think there's a way out of this, please share something.
yeah, thank you. I will prefer, please, go to Mr. Kennedy because he has been waiting for so long. So we'll go to him, and after Mr. Kennedy, come back to me, please.
All right, Brother Nice, no problem. Mr. Kennedy.
Yes, thank you very much. I've listened to all submissions. You see, in those days, or even now, it's still very prevalent in most of these villages. Like in a village we grew up, when some people were accused of witchcraft and wizardry, some of them were, pursued out of the villages, or some of them were probably lynched to death. When you lynch anybody to death, the police will be there to arrest those people that took part in the lynching, and that is what the law is. So after some time, the people became afraid of even touching people that were accused of witchcraft and so on, and those people would just be escorted out of the village to escorted into the bush, so that nobody will be found wanting. So I think that is what is important here. We don't have to talk to these people. The law can talk to them. Like I said before in my submission, any laws, or whatever rules, regulations in the country that is inconsistent with the laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria still is declared null and void. That is the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The problem now is the government is just not doing its job, because Flanema is in power, and there are a lot of Fulani people. They have occupied almost all the positions in the country. That's where the problem is. You see, if the government is working, whoever lynches or whoever tries to lynch anybody is being arrested by the government and prosecuted. When 1, 2, 3, 4 are prosecuted, other people will desist from lynching people to death. But the government is practically doing nothing about it. I think that is where the problem is. That those of us, they say Nigerians are, corrupt, or Nigerians are very stubborn. When we go abroad, we follow the rules. No police has even come to talk to us. But when you see what the rule is, you just follow the rules, and you're on the right track. I think that's where those people are not just stubborn. The government is pampering them. The government is supporting them to be stubborn. The government is supporting them to take laws into their hands and do whatever they feel, their religion says. It's not only Islam that is the religion of the country. We have Christianity, we have the atheists, we have the traditionalists too. The native doctor cannot just come up and start killing people because he found out that those people have violated, or they are diabolical. Nobody can do that, because the police will arrest them. But it is not because of the government we have. The government if the government wakes up to its responsibility, all these things will be wiped out in few months or whatever. So that's my submission. Thank you.
All right, thank you for that, Mr. Kennedy. Right, so until the government steps in, we just have to, be careful and, don't fall into that path. Well, that's very dicey. Brother Nice.
Yeah, you see what brother Mr. Kennedy just said. That is exactly what I wanted to say. You see, that is the what I just start with the first time when I made my submission. It's not we the individual have to talk to these people. It's the law that's supposed to speak to everybody. If a country where there is law, all the citizens need to abide to the law. Okay, just like all these people now, like what Mr. Kennedy just said. If these same people now that is lynching someone in that Nigeria where there is no arrestation and there's no police checking them or arresting them, all those people that is doing those lynching, let these same people now come to this Western world and lynch somebody of a blasphemy. It's not going to be possible. That person will go to prison and they will deport that person. That is a country where there is law. Law is supposed to correct everything. No, but any place where there is law, all those kind of things cannot supposed to, it will not even happen. It's because they see that the person that is in power is still practicing the same religion with them, is sympathizing with them. That's why they took law, they're always taking law into their hands. You know, lynching someone in a country where there is constitution, where there's law, and there's nobody will arrest them, nobody will question them. There's a lot of these Arab people in this Western world that practice this religion, this Sharia law. They practice it inside their own room. They will not try it and leave somebody on the street. Even touching your own woman in your own house in this place is a crime. When the police get you arrested, say because of religion, they will go to prison and they will deport you. So all this problem, that's why I told you the thing that what we all need in that country is the right person in power. If we put the right person in power that uphold the law, all those this thing, first of all, if we that Sharia law, and that we abolish it in the first place, because they will not have in one country will not have this two law in the same country. That president will first of all abolish that Sharia law, then take that Aso Rock away from that north, take it back to the south, so that they will not feel like that country belongs to them, because the Aso Rock is the capital city is in their area. So those are where the problem lies first. Then all those confusion that we have in Nigeria now, it's very easy for any person, any president that is really ready, that is God-fearing, that's really ready to lead that country. It's very easy for him to solve this problem. You understand? Any country where law really exists, where they uphold the rule of law, a president, even somebody that threatens you alone, in the law, it's supposed to be 10 years. Threatening you alone. 10 years in prison. How much more go to the extent that lynching somebody? So these people, they have never, if that's why I told you that the last time. I said, if in the place of Buhari, let me just put somebody like this person there. What is his name? Donald Trump or Putin, President Putin, for 1 year. Let me see if you will see anybody who go to the street and lynch anybody.
All right, brother. Nice. Thank you for your submission.
My take on that issue is that if the Nigerian state had passed a very strong kind of hate speech law, or I like to call it unity law, people think it's a bit cheesy, but it is what it is. If we had a kind of law that says, you know what, no matter what denomination you are from, no matter what tribe you are from, if you go out of your way to harm any other Nigerian because of this, or cause the harm of any other Nigerian because of this, you pay the ultimate price. And set a very, very high standard for that. Because that is very important, isn't it? Because a nation that is not working together is a nation that we have now. Because if you want to make the people work together, you have to have strong rules that are enforceable. You let them know that if you break this law, you say because of your Islam, you go and kill somebody. We will do everything in our power to make sure you pay for it. Because it's important to enforce the national cohesion. It costs us literally money. Because of this lack of cohesion, our country cannot organize itself properly. Everything is seen through tribal lenses. So for me, that part in terms of legislation is where government needs to come in. And when they come in, they need to come in strong and set good example. If one person is like a politician steps out of line, try that person to the end, the farthest extent of the law, whether there's a riot or not, don't care. Do what you need to do. Because if you don't set the example, any parents knows this. If you have a family and you don't caution the ones that are misbehaving, you're going to have more problems. And now these people did this stuff. Where are they now? They are not in court. They are not paying for it. That is what is leading to these conversations we're having. Because if they are being paid for it, people will not be talking anymore. Because they know, okay, justice has been done. Let's go on to carry on building. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Tunaja, thank you. Thank you for that. Yes, thank you for that. But important to note that I'm sure you know this, that it's even there in the Constitution that we have freedom of expression, of religion, of association, freedom of speech, all of these things. So it contravenes what the Sharia law upholds, right? And this is the question: is the Sharia law stronger than what we have in the Constitution? Although the Sharia law states that you can only do this to people of same faith and not to the rest of, well, as somebody rightly said, which I think I want to buy into, that they are being pampered or they are being fraud by the government, else they would have put a stop to this, because it's almost becoming a norm and a maniac at that in our society today. Mr. Goodman, please, your submission.
Thank you, Emma. So I'm still where I am. The only solution to this issue is just have to get rid of that Sharia law. That's the only way we can solve this problem. If the Sharia law remains, there's nothing we can do. If they do what they do, they say they do it because Sharia law permits it. So what are you going to do? There's nothing you can do, because the Sharia law permits it, because we are running two laws in the country. So they choose the one they want to go with. They go with Sharia law. So everything they do under Sharia law, it covers them. So that's the only solution. If anybody that comes in, stand up. All Nigerians should stand up and say, no, we need to abolish it. If we are a secular state, let's remain a secular state. That's the only way out. But telling us that the law, if they commit it, we send in the police, the law should take its course and do it. No, that doesn't work. How can we be running two laws in the country? No. Abolish, completely abolish. If they say no, this is where we now bring it on the table. If you say no, then let's divide the country. I don't know why we are scared to tell these people to their face. If you don't want to abolish this thing, then we should divide the country. And you will see they will sit up. But we keep pampering them like, okay, we don't want to offend them. We don't want them to get angry. We don't want to accommodate them. They will send their thugs. They will bring their guns and come and kill us. Nobody have monopoly of violence. Look, we keep doing this thing, and this will taking peace out of us. No. Put it on the table. If you don't want to abolish this thing, then go your separate ways. Let's go. Everybody answer your father's name. That is the only solution to this thing. We should stop pampering this. We are still there one Lord somewhere that we cannot talk. I blame our what they call it, our elite in southern Nigeria, our leaders. This is the problem. Because even we are the background is shouting, they're the one that they won't come and suppress us not to shout, not to talk, because they are giving them money. This is what Fela sang. Fela said, take $1 million bread, give some useless chief. They will take that $1 million and bread some 1,000 naira bread to the common soul, some people. This is what they do. They just bring our leaders and give them money. And once they give them money, they suppress our voices. But we as Southern Nigerians, we should stand up against our leaders and push them out and say enough is enough. If you don't want to abolish this law, then let's divide this country. Everybody answer your father's name. Simple. And honestly, if we say this, you will see these people, they will sit up. Because the only thing that scared them is division of Nigeria. That's the only thing they are scared of. And we should hold this as our weapon. We have this weapon in our hand, and we are scared to use it. No, we're scared to use it. Use it against them.
All right.
We go. Simple. That's my take, man. Thank you very much.
All right, Mr. Goodman. I am very sure that you have been heard Clearly, loud and clear, you have been heard. I think it's coming from Henry Gabriel. Henry says, if Nigerians love themselves, they should come out in mass of the killing of that innocent girl. Sharia law is only for the poor people.
People.
Come to think of it, Henry, I think, Mr. Van Maxwell, please give your submission on this issue.
Thank you,
In,
ma'am.
in 1 minute, please, Mr. Van.
Thank you. Sharia law is a feudal system in practice. That is what is there. Sharia law is a feudal system in practice. Look, when we talk of division among the Muslims, there are over 70 something different sects of Islamic sects. The major ones are the Sunni, the Shiite, the Wahhabis, and the rest of them. There are many of them there. They don't agree in one principle. But Sharia is a must for all of them. Sharia is a knot that ties all of them together. Sharia. So there is no way from now to tomorrow you cannot talk them out of it. What that Holy Quran says is what they will abide in. I have a problem with the Constitution of Nigeria that is very, very silent when these atrocities are committed, or when fatwa, they call them fatwa, that is Islamic death sentence on anyone that commits blasphemy, okay, in their religion, whether you are a Christian or a Muslim or whoever. A constitution that is silent is where my problem is. You cannot have a constitution, you cannot have senators, legislators, the judicial system that is so silent and afraid when people, fanatics, use their religious extremism to intimidate and cause harm or death on individuals. Then that leads me to the question, is Nigeria a secular state? Why is Sharia so popular, so upheld than the Constitution of Nigeria? If you have government, you have a government that cannot protect life and property when it comes to religion, attacks, and blasphemy, and allow your citizens to die, then you don't have a government. I would like to see a Nigeria where you will have good infrastructures, good structures, and live strong men. When Barack Obama visited us in Ghana here, Barack Obama advised Africa to build good structures, not strong men, because good structures outlive long men. Take, for instance, what happened to Anambra. Obi tried all he could to set up so many things and correct so many errors that were there before. Pensioners were not old. Contractors were not old. They were paid on time. But today, what happened? The savings he made there, where are they? No good structure was left behind. No good structures were left behind to control the people. In a situation where you don't have good structures, that society is doomed. And that is what is happening to Nigeria. I don't care who goes in there as a president. As long as you have 40 foundation, people like Deborah, it's unfortunate, will be killed in that manner as well in that country. People will move from where they don't belong to go to where they don't belong to claim the land and begin to chase the indigenous of those places. That is where you have bad government. If Nigeria cannot be bold enough to control what every Nigerians do in that country, then allow the people to go and live the way they want to live. I will not allow my mother's hometown, Abia State, to be invaded and be controlled by a particular religion that I'm alien to. I wouldn't have that. I would not allow that to happen. Despite that I'm a Ghanaian, yes, my mother is from Abia State. You will not come and introduce a religion that is going to intimidate me and kill me or change the demography of my ancestral home. That is what I ask for. If Nigeria is incapable of protecting life through this religious extremism that is going on in Nigeria, let everybody go their own way. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you for that, Mr. Van Maxwell. Mr. Onoche, we need to practice putting your mic on mute. We'll find no, it's okay, Mr. Onoche. We'll find a good section. All right, Mr. Onoche, please, please unmute your mic and give your submission in 1 minute, sir.
Sorry, I forgot. I apologize. Usually I mute it. I forgot. Sorry.
All right, sir.
What do you want me to give you is that I believe in Biafra. I still believe I put all my stake in Biafra. I still support Nigeria if it can work.
So are Muslims not allowed in Biafra? I mean, if we are talking about that.
No, as guests, visitors, no problem. As visitors, and not to come and dictate for us in our own soil, telling us what to do. Okay, those people in Italy, years behind, I think 1987, yes, 1987, when one South African boy was killed. You know what they said? They want us to remove a cross in the whole schools. To remove cross in Catholic school. Is it possible? You come to someone's land to dictate to him that as you're a Muslim, you're not supposed to see cross in his class. Who does that? This is giving him one hand, he will take all your body. You see it? In Italy, you cannot have two wives. One came, he has two wives. You're asking which one is it? We say both of them. He went to court. Imagine such arrogance. You can't stay with these people, I'm telling you. You need a lot of patience to stay with them. A lot. Because I want to be Afra. I rest my case.
All right, Mr. Okay, thank you. All right, thank you. Mr. Who else do I have here? Mr. Silvanus. Hi, Mr. Silvanus. Good afternoon to you, sir. Welcome to the broadcast. Please give your submission in another 1 minute.
Okay, good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, wherever, depending on where you are. Mr. Silvanus, I just came in, but I think I grasped what you are talking about. Regarding the other guy that finished his speech before this guy actually said it exactly what I was saying. The best thing for that country is to get rid of Sharia. There's no country that functions with two laws. I'm here in the United States. There's no two laws. You come from Africa, you come from Mexico, you come from Asia, no matter where you come from, it's only one law that guides that country. In Britain, the same thing. In other parts of the world, you have one law. So if we have to have two laws in Nigeria, Sharia and our own law that everybody, English type of law, then divide the country. Let the Sharia people be one country, and let the other people be one country. It's not about religion. There are a lot of religion here in the United States. Muslims. How come they don't do that nonsense in the United States or in Britain? There are a lot of Muslims here. How come they don't come and do that nonsense blasphemy here? Let me see what is going to happen. They will be in jail for the rest of their life, if not executed. Some states have execution here, death penalty. If they do that in a state that has, because here in the United States, states are autonomous, meaning you can have your own law. The only thing is that your law, sometimes your law has to be more stringent. Not even sometimes, your law has to be more stringent than the federal law. So, but you can have your own law. That's autonomous. That's one of the things we are talking about, restructuring. Let all the states be autonomous. Okay? So you cannot tell me that you're going to have two laws in a country and that country will function well. Absolutely not. If we cannot have one law that guides everybody and everybody obeys that law, split the country into 2 or 3, whatever the case may be. Let everybody go to their own tent. The only thing holding that country is that oil. If these Muslim people, if oil wasn't coming from the south, and these Muslim people have, these Muslim people have their own resources, they would that country would have split long time ago. If you remember during the independence, they didn't even want to be part of us. It was because of our Zik that we become one country. So they never wanted to be the same country with us. It's just because of resources. That oil, that's the only reason why we are one. So other than that, they could have gone their own. Once that oil is no more relevant, they will go. They will be the first person people that will say we don't want Nigeria anymore. So why are we deceiving ourselves? You see, that's why I have against Obasanjo. Obasanjo was the one who allowed them to have this Sharia law. What country, what functions in this world with two laws? Tell me one. It doesn't work. Okay? So that is my supposition. If we're not going to have one law in that country, break it.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Thank you for your contribution. All right, Mr. Chooks. Hi, Mr. Chooks. Welcome to the broadcast. Please take it away.
All right. Thank you for inviting me, Emma. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Nigeria, and our viewers. The last speaker virtually said things that are in my mind. Especially mentioning the beginning of the Sharia. This is the cause of this is one thing Obasanjo did that was very, very bad to this country today. I'm not gonna say anybody that dies of Sharia, he should be held accountable, but in a sense society, he is the one, because I don't understand why I can't.
Oh, Mr. Chris, please come back. We can't hear you over here in the studio. Mr. Chris? Okay, Mr. Chris, I might just have to take it away for a minute and let me know when you are back. Okay, this is a special shout out to each and every one of you that has been involved in this.
Emma?
Yes, Mr. Chris.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so, the problem is the Constitution. For those who are arguing that the Constitution is okay. I mean, there's no country on earth that I know that operates two constitutions, because Sharia, if you go to Saudi Arabia, for instance, their constitution is based on Sharia, so in that constitution, Islam is mentioned how many times, and no time they recognize other religion. I'm not religious, to be fair, but you cannot force people to believe in what you believe, as long as they're not, stopping you from doing the things that are normal to everybody, But in Nigeria, because we keep lying to ourselves, I keep repeating this, we keep lying to ourselves. When these people broke out on a Sharia in Zamfara, Obasanjo said, "Oh, leave them, he's gonna die down." I mean, this is the callousness in those who said they are our leaders, not thinking what this will bring in future. Before now, there have been riots, there have been killings. I remember one Igbo man, Gideon Akaluka. They killed him in 1994. Okay, and 2000 was it 2002 or so? They come up with something like Sharia in a state, and a leader like Obasanjo don't see a problem with it, knowing the problem we've been facing on religion. I mean, it's not just Muslims we're talking about, even the Christians. We talk about it now. Talk about one pastor in a wrong place. I tell you, you will be lucky to get out there with your life. Religion is a tool to control men. There's no doubt about that in my own mind. That's my own opinion. It's a rule to it's a rule to control men. You know, so when they're doing this, all we need to do is to stand up and say, hey, the constitution is superior to anything. Because I can't understand why we, the South, can take drink to North. It's been destroyed, and yet they told you it doesn't affect the Christians or other religions, other people that are practicing different religion in those states. And yet, when they get those same tax from drinks, they share from it. Who is deceiving who here? You know, so if we want to do things orderly, all we got to do is start with any tax on drinks, on those things. The Sharia forbids, cannot go to these people. Say this now, you will see trouble. If somebody can say that oil that resides in the Niger Delta comes from the north, I mean, what are we talking about? So the irony here is one set of constitution for or law for some people, and the other set for others. That we're not gonna move forward using this kind of a thing. And I'm sorry, it's too late. Except we got to go back to the constitution and wipe out anything about religion. Wipe out completely, including using government money to build religious institutions, whether call it in what is it called, in Aso Rock or in anywhere. Those kind of things should be discouraged, because once the state starts sponsoring one religion or the other, this is what we will get. So the main point here is change the constitution. Let us fight to change this constitution. And when changing this constitution, we will make it clear that no religion should have any place. Because that constitution is deceiving. In one hand, they said it's a secular state. Secular in the sense that no religion, government don't participate in any religion. And in other way, they're building churches and mosques with our money. I remember one minister, is it Minister of Agriculture, said he built how many billions he built a mosque for, I think, on one of these displaced place. You know, so when we are talking about this, nobody has ever get up to question that. Look, the young lady that died, they killed, right? Nobody speaks about it. We have Pantani in this government, somebody who said, I am supporting Al-Qaeda in this same government, and none of them is talking. None of them is talking. I think, I mean, you know, sometimes when I reason the way we behave in Nigeria, I was just asking, who did this to us? Who did this to us? Because it doesn't concern one of them. Imagine Atiku put out a condemning statement against the killing of that girl. Within hours, he removed it, and yet nobody, not even the media, have ever asked him. They went and interviewed him. Arise went to interview him. Nobody asked him, why did you remove that? What was the problem? This is the problem we're facing in Nigeria. The media, they are selective. They are very, very selective. Because if the media has asked this man, why did you remove this? Let Nigerians know why he deleted the tweet. I mean, we need to be serious. We need to be serious. It is time We come hard on religion because religion is the root of everything we're suffering today. Even the Christians will ever ask you, pray, 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 pray. Praying for what? If somebody is sick, pray. If car cannot move, pray. Come on. Is prayer a mechanic? Is prayer the parts you need to replace in that car? Until we start asking questions that means a lot to Nigerians, we cannot come out of this. And that's why, if we are truly serious, the next government, I don't even care which government, if they say Nigerians elected them, they need to change this constitution for us. Thank you. I anchor it here.
All right, thank you for that, Mr. Chris. Wow, that was, thank you, thank you. I mean, that's all the submission. I'm not sure there's anything else I should be saying to that, but thank you to all of my panelists. Honestly, guys, today has been very educating. Yes, it has been very, very educating. Guys, you know, with all of the submissions so far, the next best thing you can do for yourself as the government is being adamant. It's like they don't see this thing, because I don't know how in 2022 a group of people are stoning people. It's such a barbaric. I think that's even my own problem. You know, the families always have something to go and watch. It's like mourning over and over and over again. What a way, what a gruesome way. I think we can do better, regardless of what or who you worship. I think we can all live in peace. I think so. I really do think so. But whatever the case is, please, guys, please, you are here in Nigeria, whatever part of the country you are in, wherever you are in, you already know how these things goes. If you know that you can be very loose with your mouth, if you know that you joke a lot, then you should probably choose your friends wisely, right? At this point, I don't know. I don't think anybody should be advising you on how to relate with people, but you know that right now, just anything is about good enough spark for people to just go up in flames and, you know, throw tantrums and do the worst. So please, guys, let's be safe. Please, guys, share this broadcast. Invite someone, share the link, let people hear, let people learn from this. Let's raise awareness. We cannot. How do we thrive with both laws? That's why when they arrest some of this Boko Haram, they have to release them for Sharia to do the needful. And when they have cases like this, the police, they can't. The one I witnessed in Zamfara, the governor left. He left home. The way he even left is like he wanted to interfere in the issue, and they were throwing stones at him. He ran away with his escort, with his security. He ran away. I know likes of Nigeria will say, well, that is what is expected of the governor. He has to be protected, right? But people that don't have escorts, you can imagine the way we were all so scared. I took a selfie that day because I was very sure that was going to be my last day. It was terrible. And the people who used to be very sweet and warm, when that thing happened, everybody just washed their hands off. People just flung their gates open, you know, come in if you want to come in. Nobody was, I mean, because if you lock your gate, they're going to break it down or set fire on the place. So maybe I understand why the school would do that. But guys, I really don't know how we can. Why are you laughing? I don't know why this person is. Oh, there are people who have. Oh, okay. Jonoche is saying Otomro, Otomro like a youth when they chased him in Benue. Oh, really? All right. Okay. So apparently, I'm not the only one who has had this encounter, but we cannot continue like this. So the federal government, the incoming government, we need to do something about our constitution. Yes, about time. And I think not just the constitution, the implementation is where it has effect. The implementation is where it has effect. So we need to hold our leaders accountable. We need to put people in position that would implement things that are supposed to be implemented. And the talks of Lagos State coming out to say we did not endorse Sharia law in Lagos. Governor of Lagos State, think twice. So think very well. Think very well. Think of remember the taxes that you are collecting from people before you even want to have any round table talk that is happening in to bring Sharia into Lagos. Just abeg, reason and well, don't let people come for you. All right, that being said, thank you to everybody who has been part of this broadcast. Please, before you leave the broadcast, or even when you leave, please do not forget to do the needful by liking the broadcast, sharing, and yes, sharing. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel, please. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please, to the right, you have the dollar sign. Yes, guys. Yes, you have the dollar sign. Please support us. Support us by clicking on the dollar sign. You could send a super sticker, you could send a super chat, whichever one. And yes, Onoche, thank you. Jonoche, thank you. Thank you for your donation. It goes a long way. Thank you very much. To those that are yet to support us, please, guys, it is an appeal. Endeavor to support us. However, we have our account details out there, and we have the dollar sign to the right on any of our broadcasts. Please endeavor to support. Thank you. Okay, Jonoche just told me that it's okay, don't talk again, just go home. So that being said, to my amazing panelists, please unmute your mic. This is where we say goodbye to each other. So those in the comment section, have a lovely, 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 lovely day. Thank you, Jonoche. Thank you. God bless you. Mr. Tunaija, have an amazing day. Mr. Goodman, have an amazing day. Mr. Onoche, you need to master the act of putting your mic on mute after this broadcast. But you have an amazing day. Go out there and have fun at the carnival. I overheard you say you have a carnival. Go out there and have some fun. Mr. Ben Maxwell, the veteran, thank you for always being here. I hope to see more and more of you guys. Do not forget we have a broadcast by 5 p.m. today on the discussion. It's going to be very hot. That I know for sure that it's going to be very, very hot. So please make up time to join the broadcast. Thank you for being here. Goodbye. Thank you so much, gentlemen.
I'm going
Thank you.
to carnival. I won't be there. I'm going to chop stew chicken from Jamaican friends. Have a lovely evening. Enjoy your suya. Let me enjoy my chicken stew.
All right, Mr. Onoche, have an amazing one. All right,
Bye.
Mr. Steve. All right,
Bye.
Mr.
God
Steve.
bless. See you tomorrow.
All right, see you tomorrow. Now, thank you, my dearest darling sister. Thank you very much. Have an amazing day. Jonoche, I'm saying thank you again. Thank you for your donations today. Thank you so very much, my dear brother or sister. Jonoche, you need to click on the link one of these days. I need to hear what you sound like. I need to know how best to refer to you. That being said, thank you to everyone in the comment section. Johnson Emmanuel, what's up with you? Where are you? Evans, what's up? I hope you are okay. I hope everything's going on well. Mr. Charles, not sure I've seen you today. Please stay safe. Mr. Akim, I got your donation earlier. Thank you for that, Mr. Akim. God bless you. God bless each and every one of you. I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, stay well. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Bye for now.